And I'm early, because obviously I just scheduled the stream for like 2 minutes time. Welcome, friends, to another stream. I told you, I'm going to try and be a little bit more consistent now. I'm fighting against the YouTube war. I'm fighting it. We're going to break through. Now, hopefully you're all doing well. So, for those that don't know, the Need for Speed Unbound date. Why did I refresh it? You can see we've got 2 weeks left to level. I'm pretty close. It's probably not what we're going to do all stream because I can do this super quick. But, where are we? The only thing I want, because I think honestly everything else is kind of garbage. I just want this. So, fun fact. This, you don't actually get if you use the catch-up pack. Which I think is really good. Because it's something rare and it's just delivery. You could probably remake it. But I think it's a pretty cool thing to try and get. So I'm going to try and get it. It's like, it's a nice... I did it for a reason, you know? So anyway. We're going to try and grind on that. And of course, like... How could we not talk about the Biff? Biff. How... I just saw something on the... You see the shop vac there? That's a tight-ass shop vac. Dang! Look at the size of it. You never need to empty that thing. What the f... Anyway, hopefully you're all doing well. Welcome. Biff. It's... Who's that from? That is from, my friends, Big Shaq. Not Big Shaq, might be one of his other characters. He has multiple characters. Anyway, how you all doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Can you send your dad a message? You know, next time I will make sure that we send the dads the message. Because the dads deserve the messages too, not just the mums. So... Big Shaq. You know the meme, the song? Oh, come on, you know Big Shaq. Man's not hot. You know man's not hot. All right. He's got multiple characters, and I can't show you it because it's a BBC video. It's so painful I can't show you it. But MC Quakes and Shakes is one of his other his other his other characters, and it's so good. It's so good. That's how he introduced Big Shaq, was with MC Quakes and MC Shakes, and then they get kicked out because Big Shaq comes into the booth. Alright, anyone that mentions the M3 is getting banned. That's it. What's with the Twitch topic? The topic, it should be the same as... Oh, yeah. Okay, so... There's only 2 weeks left of the Unbound season. Just before we get a brand new one. Listen, I missed one. Brandon, Luis, and that one average guy, 39 months. A new member, Brandon, thank you so much. And 27 months for Luis. Thank you very much. What is happening? What about M4? No mentions of any M's. No M's allowed. M's are banned. BBL Dressy. Yes! Okay, who's... I don't know how many... Okay, I feel like we can't do anything but talk about this first. So let me just switch to my PC. Holy crap, what a time to be into hip-hop, huh? And amazingly, I know you probably can't escape this anywhere. If you're trying to escape this, you're in the wrong place, unfortunately, at least for a little bit. Has anyone... How many people have heard Metro... So, this whole thing started... with a song, Metro Boomin, that didn't halt start, but you know what I mean, recently started again with Metro Boomin, and he's now released a new beat, which he's paying people to, there's a prize, I think, someone that gets like $1,000, or he'll make a free beat for you, based on the best rap that uses this new song that he created. It's so funny. I don't know how much I can play of it, but I think that's absolutely hilarious. I'm so happy that he did that. It's so good. Oh my god, there's so much we could talk about. I could go on for hours. I've seen a bunch of memes where it's like everyone's girlfriend for the past few weeks has been listening to their boyfriends or husband, whatever, describing the beef to them because they're just like, It's so hilarious. It's so hilarious. The whole thing, absolutely love it. So in my perspective, I genuinely think a lot of these beef things, usually with YouTubers and their fake beef before boxing, and now this, I think to some extent, it's just for the drama. It's just for the sake of cross promotion and like, whether directly or indirectly, it's all for that reason. And the YouTube side of stuff is always
Gotta
fake.
feed that need for
Absolutely
speed.
fake. But I thought most people don't actually know that, but it is so it's so good.
First two of the stream. Love your video, bro.
So good. Thank you so much for. I have to keep up with these. So, just come back from Wales trip. What's going on?
Here's some money for your M3. You're so damn welcome.
Bless up. Thank you so much. Ghostface Killer became a member. What a legend. Primstone Diner. Did I say that right? Or dinner? Gotta feed that Need for Speed. Absolutely. I gotta feed the Need for Speed. And D3 Seth. First do of the stream. Love your videos. I appreciate that. And Yusuf, thank you so much. Here's some money for the M3. Bless up. Any news crowds about the crowd? So I did release a little video recently. I don't know how many of you actually saw it because again, it doesn't promote my videos very well. I'm figuring out. You see the test drive video? That's popping. I'm happy with that. So we need to, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for David becoming a member. My goodness, there's members going crazy today. Everyone wants to hear about the biff. Yes, I'm planning to do an open lobby, so I think you should be able to join right now. So the first 3 people can get in, and then we'll do the brief in and out. So if you're on any platform, it's Black Panther or Black Panther M8. If you're on PlayStation, just join me. You can just straight up join. Let's see. They don't like each other. In Drake's response, he called people who gave info clowns, and then that was quite funny. Drake referred to people that gave him the info clowns, and then he said that he gave the info to Kendrick. His ghostwriter's working overtime, split between different parts of the song. Mate, the whole like B sharp situation. I know everything. Everyone knows everything. Everything is being dissected to the craziest point.
Stop calling me Eminem.
I'm sorry, Razor. Oh, that's funny actually. I was literally going to mention that. Oh, by the way, did you know Belle Delphine's bathwater? Do you know she made no money from that? PayPal closed her account, and so they stole her money. Anyway, so I don't know how many of you guys are with me on this, but how many of you thought that Razor was like Eminem? Not that he actually was, but like how I don't know. I always saw it being Eminem. Not Eminem, but like, you know what I mean? That, and someone else mentioned as well. The main rival from the crew, what's his name? Oh, and Biggie Mombasa said that's Biggie Smalls. He said, "Gonna tell my children this is Black Panther." Oh god. Oh, and yeah, thank you for those that joined the crew credit competition. I will be sending the crew credits tonight after the stream. That's my idea. That's Rick Ross. He's got too much hair. Too much hair for Rick Ross. Right. Lobby the full. Once we get into the lobby, we'll kind of cycle it out anyway. Look, I don't normally like the beef stuff, but Kendrick is involved. We get new Kendrick music. I'm going to be involved. Absolutely. You thought it was T-Pain. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. What else did I want to go on? Oh yeah, and the whole Helldiver situation. This is funny because I don't know how many of you remember, but on this video, I think it was this video about Need for Speed Unbound. The section here. The day I posted this, whole battle pass system myself. Helldivers, thanks to Insight Explorations Gaming, I have been playing a little bit of Helldivers actually, and their system is actually not too bad. The first day that I ever compliment Helldivers publicly, because I think it's a decent game, it's fine. Absolute shit hits the fan. Fantastic timing to the point where, yeah, Sony got into a lot of trouble. Now, I'm gonna be honest. For those who don't know the situation, again, I'm gonna briefly explain it. Helldivers announced that it was nothing to do with the microtransactions, thankfully. On their actual account. So, Helldivers, the game, announced that... Oh, they've removed it now. There was there was server issues at launch because the game was so popular. So where they removed the need to link a PlayStation account to play on the PC version of the game. Which meant I didn't even sign into a PlayStation account to play the game. The server still didn't work for a while. Don't get me started on the crossplay servers. But anyway, a few months down the line, they have said, oh, you now need to sign up for a PlayStation account. Now, I'm going to be honest, when I first heard, oh, you need to sign up for a PlayStation account, and people were like, oh, I hate Sony, I was kind of like, oh, okay, you have to sign up for a PlayStation account? So what's the big deal? What, you have to sign up for an Xbox account to play Sea of Thieves on PlayStation or PC, you have to sign up for an EA account to play Need for Speed, you have to sign up for a Ubisoft account to play everything Ubisoft, Rockstar account, but that's the point. So at first I was like, whatever, who cares? Then I found out PlayStation Network is only available, PSN, it's only available in some countries. I think of the like 150-ish countries that exist, like 60 of them allow you to register for a PlayStation account. So anyway, I did the worst possible time. I was like, oh, this is a great game. It was kind of stupid. So a lot of people can't sign up for PSN. Ukraine, the place that's being unfairly ripped apart, you can't sign up for PSN. Someone was told from Ukraine when they were like, oh, I need to register for an account. They contacted Sony support. And Sony said, oh, you need a PlayStation to sign up for PSN in Ukraine. What? Sorry that, you know, your parents have been bombed, but you gotta go and buy a PS4. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So anyway, not the best move that they could have made. And I'm glad they've now reverted it. I think a better way to do it was keep it optional and make it so that, oh, if you sign up here, you get a cool skin for doing so. Done. The fact that they said that is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. And then, so the point where Steam pulled the game, I think it was a Valve decision. Valve was offering refunds in those countries and also pulled the game from sale in those countries. It's just so ridiculous. What an insane oversight that most of the player base, so a lot of the player base, I wouldn't say most, I don't know, a lot of the player base just instantly no longer can play their game. What an idiotic move, PlayStation. It's now reverted, but it shows intent. So on a side note as to why this could be relevant to racing games, we've been saying for so long with the PSVR support coming to PC, we don't know whether that's Steam VR or if it's just native support. The reason we think they're doing that and the account system is probably for Gran Turismo mostly, which is pretty epic. I'm looking forward to seeing when they will do that. They will do it. It's been leaked for so long. We know it's going to happen, but it makes sense because that's an always online game at launch. So it makes sense that you would need an account. Anyway. But it's so brutal. The reviews on that game have now been destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Please do a budget build. I mean, the budget build idea is kind of phased out. I don't want to keep doing it for the sake of it. We kind of do, like, it's like when people ask for Underground 3. It's kind of already there. You really want the name, don't you? Ryu's come back. What type of houses do you want to see in Test Drive? Oh my god, there's loads of. I just want from the video that I made on Test Drive 1 the other day. I can't wait for houses and stuff. So I just want to say about this whole thing quickly. So Kendrick's won. There's no question. Drake just doesn't have the ability level that Kendrick does. It's just not the same. And this is something I always see. Let's see. One of the reasons that Drake is so huge, let's be real, most people use Spotify. Drake is like second. I think Drake is second on Spotify. And I think first is Taylor Swift. Yeah. I can't find the list that I normally... Stop. It is this page I want. Okay, so I don't know how up to date this page is, but most streamed artists: Taylor Swift, Drake, Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, Ed Sheeran, blah 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 blah. I can't believe Ed Sheeran is so high. The reason Drake is so high, and it inflates his ego so much, he's had a lot of, you know, good songs. I personally think Drake's best music is some of his earlier stuff, of course. But I'm gonna say Hotline Bling is actually a really fun song, and I kind of want. I've always said I want that Drake to come back. Drake is better when he does his poppy, funny, dancey music. I like it. He's goofy, and I think the problem is his ego is so huge that he just wants to. I don't know. It's yeah. And then Kendrick technically is actually like 40th or something, I think. But he doesn't release as often. He's now 26. That's gone up. He was like 40 something. But anyway, this all matters to Drake. This all matters to Drake. How he's perceived, his image. And I think he's having behind the scenes, he's having a massive crisis right now. Because people are seeing him for what he is. It's so funny. The best album from Kendrick? I personally... Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna say... I really think To Pimp a Butterfly is probably his best... In my opinion, the work I like the most. Let's... I love To Pimp a Butterfly, and I will say To Pimp a Butterfly. Oh god, the Untitled. Oh, Good Kid, Mad City. If I was gonna rank them, I'm gonna be completely honest. I would say Damn is somewhere in the middle. And I personally didn't love Mr. Morale. My favorite song from it, I think I've only liked one of the songs that my favorite. I forget what it is. I'm gonna go to all my likes. If you ever wonder what type of music I listen to, this is the type of music I generally listen to. Let me get to the point. Euphoria is by far, of all of the songs that they've released, it is the most fun song that I'll genuinely listen to once this beef is dead. I think it is such a fun song. I like. There's you might be able to tell a lot of these songs are kind of like hard songs that I've got in here. That's kind of what I like. This is most of the time I listen to this is in the car and the gym.
Have you thought about playing Open Goal? It's an unofficial Jack port to PC.
I have played through the first Jack game twice on Open Goal, and the second game I'm about halfway through because I actually started it on PS2. Context. Thank you so much for this the $10 dono, Jack. Open Goal is reverse engineering the Jack games to play them in x86, so you can play Jack games at x86 now, which is crazy. If you never played the Jack games, the first two are playable if you have the game, or yeah. Amazing. Oh! Anyway, thank you so much for that. Humble is good. Sorry for the people waiting in the chat, by the way. Where does everyone hate Mr. Morale? I don't hate it. I don't think Mr. Morale has more than a couple, I want to say, because I know a lot of people like N95. I like Mr. Morale. That's probably my favorite one on the song, the album. It's not as a package, an album that you want to listen to maybe regularly. It's not it with Mr. Morale. To me, it's something that you listen to maybe a few times and you learn something new each time when you listen more and more. But in terms of like what I want to listen to in the car, I don't want to be like driving down the road. Oh yeah, here's my Need for Speed Unbound favorites. Wish You Well, clip, God Hour, Shitting Me, Pun Your Pap, Shout Like. I'm like, yeah. And then when I was growing up, my mum told me about her problems and her trauma, and it's just not it's just not an album like that to me. I do listen to it, just it's one of those where I have to be in the mood to listen to it specifically. Except N95, pretty decent, and then Mr. Morale, best song on the album. Don't care. Do I like Skrillex? I used to listen to it a lot. Skrillex. I liked the Rick Ross and Skrillex song. That was really good. Purple Lamborghini. That's a good one. Hell yeah. First time catching a stream. Welcome. But no, to just kind of wrap up on it. Drake is being bodied. There's no question. Drake's like, you're short. I think you hit your wife. Kendrick's like, you're a pedophile and you should die. Like, Money Trees, good song. But I've got to say, if you've not seen, I wonder if I can actually show it. Drake has been claiming, but Kendrick hasn't. I have to say, absolutely hilarious. Like, it's probably not the car, but Drake has a thing where, if you've not been watching, Drake has a thing where he tries to collect people's stuff. People have been calling him a colonizer. Because he, for example, I love Pharrell, Nerd. You know the song from Burnout Paradise? Yeah, absolutely love Nerd. Probably all-time favorites. Pharrell had a bunch of Nerd jewelry that he auctioned. He wanted to sell it off. I don't know the exact reasoning, but he sold it off and made a lot of money from it. But Drake bought the jewelry. He goes around and collects things like the British. They steal things and put them in a museum and go, look what we found. So anyway, in this music video, it's hilarious. This is the minivan from Good Kid, Mad City. It's probably not the exact one. He's even blanked the plate, for example. He's just found an exact car. It's probably easier to just find it. I can actually bring it up here. hate Spotify's UI. Does anyone else? Yeah, so there's the actual minivan of Good Kid, Mad City, and throughout this music video, which I've got to say was kind of garbage, he goes and takes it to the Crusher. And that's the music video. And genuinely, that's, I have to say, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Like, so... It's so good. Like, fair play. I'm British. Yes, I am British. The British steal, rape, and pillage. And they go, look. Oh my god, this amazing thing we discovered. They ripped it from the hands of dead brothers. Jersey could use a van to carry his kids. Oh my. Yeah. Anyway, I think the whole thing is great. It's good fun. I think it's pretty obvious that Kendrick is on a higher talent level. I want to try and think of a compliment for Drake. We know what you did, sir. Oh, and this is hilarious. This is the newest one from Kendrick. For the context, all these icons are, from what I know, it's like a predator tracking app, and so and that's Drake's house. Anyway, Kendrick scares me. I mean, he is incredible talent. Is it the end of? I can't remember which the end of this, but the fact that Kendrick can make the hairs on your like body like stand by him just saying the way he delivers stuff. No one else can really do that. Replicated by Panama and the Crew 2 Motorfest. Amazing. Docs Drake. I mean, I'm sure you could have already Googled Drake's house and it would have come up. It is, the aura is crazy. There's just there's no one like Kendrick, and I've said this for the longest time that I honestly think, as someone that loves Tupac, loves Biggie, and what they did, I think Kendrick is the greatest we have ever been blessed with. Genuinely, No Vaseline was definitely the best diss track to exist before this. But it's not anymore. Not anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna play the game. Can someone give TLDR the beef or a link for me? I mean, you can go back on the stream. I kind of did say that, but again, just to wrap it up, the whole thing is Drake has pissed off a lot of people. He's done some dodgy stuff. Like, we all know he's fiddled around with Millie Bobby Brown. So, for, again, explanation, this is why he's being called a pedo, whatever. It's because when Drake was 30, he was hanging out with Millie Bobby Brown. She's the 11 from, what's the show called? You know what I mean, the Netflix. Yeah, popular. But that was what I want to say is, even if he didn't do anything, inappropriate, Stranger Things, thank you. Even if he didn't do anything inappropriate, to hang out with a 14-year-old at 30 that has no relation to you family-wise or anything is really, really weird. No matter how you look at it, it's weird as hell. And she's like, oh, he's the nicest person I've ever met, and it's really odd. And I think it's safe to say, like, Kendrick is very careful when he does throw things out there. He referred to Drake most of the time as a predator. It is predatory, in my opinion, sexual or not, to what I actually think he does with these girls and whatever. It's all about image for him. He wants to look like he has all the women, all the money, everything he could possibly. It's all image for him. So I think, honestly, what Drake did do is hang out with 11 at the peak of the popularity of Stranger Things, to be like, look, I'm hanging with Millie Bobby Brown. Not saying that he didn't do it or did, but he's using her for clout at the peak of her popularity. And that in itself, I think, is predatory, to pretend to be her friend and stuff. That in itself, without anything beyond, is kind of predatory, I would say. Oh no. Kendrick beat his wife, but no one would speak on that. So again, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I think hip hop in itself and stuff like that is quite toxic in that way. But it's much harder to just be like, yeah, I believe it. We've seen Drake be weird with kids. He kissed a 17-year-old on stage. This is the beginning of his career. He kissed a 17-year-old stage. To be fair, he said, oh no, I didn't realize. How old are you? I didn't realize you were 17. And then kissed her again. So we've got video proof. We got video proof of that. Can you say the same thing about Michael Jackson? Listen, again, Michael Jackson, I don't even want to get it. It's a very... the music industry, the entertainment industry, you see how Minecraft YouTubers, they the weirdest. It's weird. It's very weird. Do you have a team for your content on YouTube, or do you work on your own? So I, up until 2 years ago, did most of everything. Now I just do every thumbnail, and I edit some videos, and of course I record all of them. I do all my thumbnails. I have a few editors, but one of them is Meadow, and she is the main editor of the channel. And then I have, and every now and again, a couple editors that I use to help with the channel. Do I pay Meadow? Yes. Yes, I do pay Meadow, yes. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so this has been awesome. If you're not interested in it, I mean, you're still here, so like, you kind of clearly have some interest. Highly recommend if you listen to, even if you're not interested in the beat, you just want to hear a good song. Euphoria is such a good song. It's such a good song. Like, as an act, just a song. I love it. It goes, you know, should I risk it? No, okay. I'm not gonna risk it. But then these two are just, they show his talent in another way. I'm watching you on both phone and syncs audio to the speakers. And I've learned at the same time, I don't know how many of you have seen it, but there's, hang on, I need to pull this up now. I think I sent the video to someone, so see if I can find it. I send it to Meadow, maybe. Oh. I've been learning about just before this beef happened. How many of you have seen this Canadian, like, Toronto accent? So as someone from, you can see my comment. As someone from the UK, there's a thing where a Jamaican-esque accent has been formed, but then I was gonna say like their old ancestry colonizers. They adopted the accent. The white folk adopted the accent. The Chavi, the Mandem, the road. have adopted the Jamaican accent. Not Jamaican, but it's like Jamaican based is what they say. I don't think I ain't never heard no Jamaican to go, "Hey, you fam, hey, blood auntie." No, I guess it's kind of. Anyway, how has Toronto now got this accent? Can someone please explain to me? And it sounds worse.
Oh, worst place in Toronto.
Low-key Godstone. That place is weird. It stinks. It reeks, fam. Everywhere we go, I'm always walking on the roads. Man, them are weird. There's bare bucktees there. And not only that, the parks there are mod things, fam. You can't even ride the swings. There's always a bucktee on one of the slides, yo.
What's the worst place in Toronto?
Low-key Godstone. That place is weird. It stinks. It reeks, fam. Everywhere we go, I'm always walking on the roads. Man, them are weird. There's bare bucktees there. And not only that, the
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to hear that. I have never... I'm so sorry that you now know that this exists. It just... There's no way this is a real accent. But I've heard multiple Toronto Canadians speak like this. What are you... What... I don't know of many brothers that went to Canada. So I don't know where this is from. I blame Drake. And there's also I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyway, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Why do you think New York City is the best city? How do you not? Okay, so from what I know, Jamaica, where obviously a lot of slaves were, and did you know? I didn't know this until recently. Jamaica was of Spanish descent. It wasn't. People were Spanish descent, Spanish speaking, of Spanish descent. The English arrived in Jamaica with slaves. And then obviously made them work. But they actually killed all the indigenous people that were in Jamaica, which they were like of Spanish descent. Anyway, Jamaica. So when I search for my heritage, again, this is really but just history lesson. When I search for my heritage, you know, when you do those DNA test things, I come up pretty much just African. Which is very interesting because I was like, oh, it's going to be Jamaica, but like obviously I've got ties to Jamaica, but it doesn't initially say my DNA is it's African. And I'm like, let me, you know, of course I knew, but I didn't know the story behind it. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, that's why in the UK we had to say sorry, because they basically left when slavery was abolished. They left all the slaves in Jamaica, and they were not doing good. They were not doing good. So that's when they started to offer like a Windrush generation. So they invited a bunch of Jamaicans to the UK, and that's when a lot of Jamaicans came to the UK. Fun fact: my nana came from Jamaica during a later phase of that, and here I am. So that's pretty cool. I was kind of thinking about it. I am second generation Jamaican. That's pretty cool, no? I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I haven't reacted to the music straight up because I don't actually. I'm kind of hoping Kendrick drops today. Kind of hoping that, yeah. Do I go to Jamaican parties? No, because obviously my nana is who came. There isn't. It's kind of just uncles, and we're all very English Jamaicans. Third generation, nice. It's kind of cool though to be able to say that. It's just like ooh, I like that. I actually haven't been to Jamaica. My dad went, and we've got like family land there and stuff, and the land's super cheap, like. But they all build houses on the family land. They all live on the family land. It's just a different world. It's so cool, and I need to jump over there at some point to to experience. Right, let's jump in. Drake's scared of Kendrick and his gang on the west side. I think that Drake just wants to be seen as a big man, like loved. Yeah. Say I learned that Pants is part Jamaican. I thought you were Kenyan. Ah. Some people see the beard and think I'm like I don't know, Arabic or something. I'm like, no. I just my dad doesn't grow facial hair, so this is what I got. This is what I got. I would say, okay. The problem with Drake's newest song, just to wrap it up. The problem with Drake's newest song is that he's wrong on a lot of it. Straight up, we know he's wrong. Like, he's talking about the song and completely misunderstood Kendrick's song and is giving an opinion on it. And then try to attack him that he was molested, which he wasn't, with using that information that he misunderstood. It was just such a big L, that song. I would say Drake gets a point for the crushing of the car. I didn't like the song, but the crushing of the car was kind of hilarious. But it does make him fall into his like, are you a colonizer, Drake? Is that his like Canadian British? Is he British? I don't know, but you know, Canadians tied to Britain. Heritage, European heritage of stealing everything. There's just no competition. I liked every Kendrick song. There's only one song in the whole thing, which is Euphoria, that I'll actually listen to beyond this beef ending consistently. And what was the one that got delisted from Kendrick? It was the close-up of the Maybach glove. That song I didn't really get. It was kind of wasn't great. I can't remember. It was 616. I think it was that one. Could have gone without that one. But the fact that he's barraging this man is just, yeah. Meet the Grahams is good. Is it Grams or Grahams? God, I don't even know. Thank you so much, Yusuf, for the donated. Wait, yeah, Yusuf, thank you so much for that. And Ice, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Sup, pants
This is up on Ken.
I am about
Okay.
to give you money again.
Legend. But it's gone from YouTube. Yeah. So let's jump into free mode quickly because I want to check something. How can you join the game? So 2 weeks left. There's 2 weeks left of this season. So 2 weeks exactly, 14 days. This season pass will end. This battle pass. And we'll get a whole new season of Need for Speed. So that's when the Underground update comes out, which I'm very ready for. I think this tracks us into a bad culture where people try to drag each other down instead of lift each other up. So we get wrapped up in brainless drama. The thing is, everyone needs a little bit of hate. You need to hate some things. Like, I hate SUVs, if that's not been clear. You've got to hate something. You can't like everything. It's got to be a balance. But clearly Drake has, no pun intended, touched people in the wrong way too many times. And a lot of people. It's basically hip hop versus Drake. You know? So, okay, if you want to join, here, let me just leave the party quickly. If you want to join me now. PSN is back on the M8. You can join the session. When the lobby fills up, you won't be able to join. But we should be able to keep refreshing it, and eventually people will leave, and you'll be able to join again. So I basically start a party, and then you join the party, Black Panther M8. If you're on Xbox or PC, add me on the EA account system of Black Panther, and you should be able to join. Right, let's give it a second before I need to pick something spicier. But what I like, it just kind of shows human nature. Like, you can't like everybody, and you shouldn't also hate everybody, but you can hate some people, and you can build that hate up and absolutely destroy a man. But the thing is, there's nothing hugely new that we didn't know. Potentially, you know, the child situation. Does Drake have another kid? Is he hiding another kid? Would it surprise anyone? But we know he's been creeping. He's been a weirdo when it comes to younger people. So he needs to be careful. That stuff's public because he has such a big image of himself. He needs to be careful. Yeah, basically it's now full. So when that 16 up there drops, you'll be able to join. It's just a matter of kind of being quick. Maintain a single drift for 7 seconds during a race. Repairs, gauntlet, complete rounds of link up in S tier vehicle. Have I got S plus? Have I got an S plus car? Is this S plus? I need S plus. So for those that don't know, easy way to level up in this game. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the Lambo. Easy is to do the dailies and the weeklies. Easy peasy. Right, these people are definitely in the lobby now, so I shall once again leave the party. I will be inviting the whole game to activities, so you don't need to join the party again if you're in the game. Just to, yeah. Complete link ups with any Ford. Oh god damn it, you're gonna make me do Ford. I don't know if I have an S plus tier Ford. Now might be a good time to do that. But that's easy XP and easy money in this game. Highly recommend you do those daily and weeklies. Have I got an S plus Ford? What the hell can I make S plus Ford? I guess the Ford GT. I much prefer the old Ford GT. I think that's why I don't have the new Ford GT on this. Like, it's decent. Let's do it. And let's fix it. Oh, that drops the performance level. That's so annoying. I want a V8 motor. Oh well. Let's just bump it up a little bit. Him and Millie Bobby Brown. It's just weird. There's no excuses, you know. He's done some weird stuff that he should not do.
I would like to become a member, but there is no join button you would like.
I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you so much for the super chat. That's really appreciated too. Very, very much appreciated. Use a VPN. Pay for a VPN and then pay for a membership. Right. Yeah, I've really not used this car. As you might be able to tell. I'm actually going to just stick that on. That'll do. And community. I just want like a striped. I could use a Mustang or something, I guess, but... Oh, do we like the single stripe? Or do we like the double stripe? I like the blue on this better. Throws in the garage. Motorfest is a big map with one race. What? How do you get the Challenger without friends and without being a knob? Unfortunately, you can't. Single? Okay, let's go with the single. Let's do it! I was going to be trying to make money today, but I just spent all my money. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. I mostly want to level up. At some point soon as well, I want to... Oh, I'll accept friends in a moment. At some point soon as well, I really want to design my Panamera in terms of wheels and paint and use this game. Unfortunately, I don't have the good Panamera. This is a perfect time for a Kendrick stream. Yeah. That would be nice. If we got any of the plates in blue, the infinity plates. Yes, we do. Yes, indeed. And then... Oh, I hate that so much. Go away. No! Effects, tags. Give me the realistic tag. No! Ooh. Ooh! Where's the link up? I swear there's usually much more link ups than this. Complete link up. Get 5 seconds of A1 jump in the forward. I can't do those. Do you know how impossible the bloody jump in 5 seconds is? Should I try it? Let's do it. And let's quickly add people. So, see if I can do this. No, wait. No, that's right. Oh, I'm sorry. I just declined you. I'm sorry. No party invite. You can send me another request. Party. Party. Black Panda? And you should be able to just join beyond that. From UGNL. Hi, really like your videos. Watching since 2014. How do you stay motivated for so long? Very good question. I'm gonna try to do this jump, so let's go do it. To stay motivated for so long, I think this card really quiet. Let me turn the music down a little bit. To stay motivated for so long, I would say it's got to be something that you're interested in. Is it ultimately it? Like, it's going to be ups and downs. But I enjoy it. That's why. So you'll notice I've said a few times now, if you really want to do well on YouTube, for example, you need to ideally kind of stick to a niche. The more you niche down, the probably better you will do. If you say, for example, if I really, really, really wanted to do exceptional on YouTube and make lots and lots of money, I could... Oh, for God's sake, there's the link up. Yeah, let's give it one go. Play Forza Horizon. If you play Forza Horizon, you are absolutely going to do really well. If you're, you know, not guaranteed, but it's just the big game right now. I don't primary that game. I don't play a lot of it because I don't really enjoy it. Therefore, I kind of... It messes me up a little bit. I think I would do better overall if I stuck to just Forza, but I personally don't enjoy it that much, so... Come on, give me 5 seconds. That's literally 3 seconds. I am toast. I am toast. So, question. If I use the XP boost, can I use it on the link up? No, can I? That's what I meant to do. Square. Can you join as well? Absolutely. If you get a slot, if a slot is open, join it. Okay, let's use this, because I'm going to be on it for at least an hour. At least. Oh god. I'm late for the link up. It still really sounds like I'm going for dirty. I'm in.
All units be advised, reinforcements are dropping in immediately.
Smash the stuff. I can do that. But yeah, I find motivation quite easy, personally. I've done it for so long. The brain power is sometimes not there. At the same time, you need to give yourself breaks. I tend to take weekends, and usually Monday is my day off, but I felt like streaming today, so I try and do as little work as I can on those days. So ideally, if you can be set up for things to be automated on those days, you need at least, most people will say you only need a day. Maybe I'm pushing on a little bit, but now I definitely need 2 days, because I need a day to do the activity, and then I need a day to rest because I'm old. I'm not. I'm like 29. Between the time of PvP playlist and loading in general, I don't know what you mean. You don't have to wait any time between playlists, do you? Oh, they change it dynamically, so I can't comment on that. I don't actually know what they've set it to. It's something they change server side that I haven't tried in a while. But the loading times are fine. It's pretty good to me. Get the funeral plans ready. Oi! Yep. Nice physics. 2015 is almost 10 years old. Stop! Stop! You know, if Kendrick does drop a new diss track today, which I kind of think it'll take him a couple days, because he'll want to be specific. But I was thinking what they've probably been doing this whole time is like, Kendrick clearly had multiple in the bag.
What cars are you expecting in the upcoming volume? For me, Hyundai Tiburon.
And I wonder if they go in and add extra bits to be specific towards the last one. That's probably the quickest way they could do it. No, so I guess he did technically. I think it was Drake and J. Cole, well, J. Cole specifically, insinuated that, or suggested that the big three are Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Which, it kind of depends on how you... I think no matter how you look at it, J. Cole's not. I think he's bigging himself up, but that's fine, J. Cole. You know, J. Cole had his moment. He was really good. I haven't listened to him in a long while, so but I think it depends on how you look at it. Drake looks at himself as the biggest streamed rapper because he is. He really goes after basically anyone that's... Maybe it's a Canadian thing, you know? Because there is a thing of where I feel like Canadians are pretty quick to be angry at someone that's doing better than them, no matter how you kind of look at it. Or, like, not better than them, but is competition. But you don't have to be... You don't have to be, like, competition. You can be friends and still be competition. You have friendly competition. You play games with your friends, do you not, you know? I just think Drake doesn't see it like that, is the problem. Do a Forza Motorsport Online video on Forza Motorsport Online races and see if I'm taking Forza Motorsport. I think it'll be very funny. Yeah, to be fair, when I did my more recent one where I played the game and the multiplayer was actually fun. Like it was fun to play the multiplayer. The problem is it's still not good enough. The physics are there, the game is not. It's not acceptable. And I just don't find myself actually wanting to give a damn. No matter what, even if they added the most interesting cars in the world to me, or the most interesting track, I just don't care. Like it is, they have messed up so badly. They have to get it to a point, Forza Motorsport, where it at least is as good as Forza Motorsport 5, which is considered to be, before this one, the worst in the series. Which I can't believe they managed to do worse. Thank you so much to Michael for 25 months and for the $5 super chat. Good morning from California. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. In the UK, it's a bank holiday, so it's an extra happy Monday for everyone. What cars are you expecting to come into the update? So, since this is... Oh my goodness, you're going to kill me. Since it's the underground update, I'm really hoping that they're going to be tuner cars. If not tuner, not supercars.
Called the Coupe in the UK.
Ah, okay, yeah. Very nice. Yep. That would be pretty cool. Bruh! It's hard for me to say what I want to see. I would love a 33, okay? A 33 Skyline would be dope. But beyond that, I'm kind of happy with anything. I'm happy to see, as long as it's not like another Volvo. I remember when they were adding Volvos to the game, and I was a bit like, did anyone really ask? But they were Swedish, so fine. Maybe at some point I'd like to see a proper Mini Cooper. See that 30,000 XP? 33 would be nice, but that would be pretty underground. Just kind of any Japanese tuner car right now. I don't want to say that they've been lacking on them, because they really haven't. The Eclipse was an amazing ad. I'm so happy they added the Eclipse. that was good. I love that the Eclipse is now getting some love again. That people really like it. As I say, I'm pretty easy. Hello, the Phil the Beast. X, 28 months.
Lived in Canada for 11 years. Most people aren't like that. Also, Drake is Canadian. No.
I don't know. Maybe it's just, you know, from certain areas. I know Canada is very, very split in terms of like the divide in the UK is like accent and culture, and you know there's a general over like, oh, we all kind of, you know, we're British, we can agree to hate the French and the American. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. We equally hate both. But I know culture can be hugely different in the US, and so I imagine Canada is very similar in terms of like, one area I'm gonna have load of people that look like me, and one area next to that I'm gonna have no one that looks like me, and those people don't wish for me to be here. Very extremely so. hey, it's okay. We love the French. We love Ivory Tower. We love the crew. We love Test Drive. Oh, Test Drive. I'm so excited. Just after playing Test Drive 1 the other day. Dead. Just after playing Test Drive 1 the other day, I properly got into that. Of course they need houses though, but you know. Who's your favorite mod? Chris, I'm sorry. It's everyone. I love all my mods equally. Why does Need for Speed not allow us to make rim sizes of SUVs bigger? Can you not? Is it locked? I don't know. Just maybe an oversight. I will make a mental note of that and see if I can ask why. Because I actually don't know why that wouldn't be you wouldn't be able to do that. Favorite mod is actually me. There's no need to lie. Rocket Bunny can't afford. Yes. Yes. But thank you so much to Crust Star Gaming. There you go. That's another belter of XP. You gotta stop hitting me, because if I die at the end of this, I'm coming for you. I'm coming straight for you. Nah, it's fine. I don't need the money. No, I want the XP though. I gotta bank it. I was gonna try and near miss. Oh, I did. All 4 wheels off the ground.
Also for GT is being used, hell yeah. Also I can finally start saving for the RX-8 soon.
Ooh. Ooh, X. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. I love the RX-8. I don't see many of them now. Ice! Ice became a member. What a legend. 2 months. From Austria. So yeah, I feel that. Also, thanks to you, I learned. You learned English because of me? I'm sorry. I apologize. You probably say some strange words and people are like, what the hell? What's that word mean? There's so many. I was even saying to Meadow the other day, there's so many odd phrases and words that the English say that are just, when you think about it, are really, really weird, and I don't know why we say it. I love one of my favorites is taking the piss, or piss take. You're like, why are we taking piss? What is the context behind taking the piss? I love that one. Bro, you're gonna kill me! To make your car available.
Yo bro, we winning our W hair low.
Yeah! Let's go! Big hair gang. That's how we do. I haven't had as many comments on my hair, as in like negative comments on my hair on videos. It used to really kind of bother me because my hair grows fast. I have afro hair. People see the hair and they go, what the hell? Why does your hair go up? It's the one thing that really bothers me, but I don't know. I'm in my like I'm in my era of appreciating my complexion and how my hair grow and stuff. It's a nice place to be, you know, because I used to not really like it that much. I used to kind of hate that I was different, and not to get too deep, but now I love my afro hair. It's the best. You can't grow an afro. That's right. You couldn't if you tried. Ain't no hair transplant gonna make you grow an afro. Let's go. But you got some cool features too. I love you too. Join the Discord. Hey, appreciate it. I don't know. Yeah, I used to keep it short. I know black women have a big issue with their hairs. Like, they always feel the need to straighten it and damage it so much to make it look more white. There's a load of stuff like that. There's loads of stuff. I don't know. Just not to keep pushing all the, you know, race, but as someone that, I don't know, it's appreciated by me when I have someone that looks like me kind of talk about things like that. So that's why I do it. That's the only reason I do it. When we playing PUBG again, God, I haven't played PUBG in a long time. I think me and Corey tried to not long ago, and we got stuck trying to. Oh my God, we need to finish this badly. Drift, people, drift! We got stuck on the tutorial because we need to finish like 10 piss-in matches or something to actually play the game. So Let's go! Right, please don't hit anyone now because they will die. Oh. Okay, now we can escape.
Let's make this racer regret messing with the LPD.
All units per last seen entering Underwood Gardens.
How did that man not see me?
Whole department after them. They still get away. Pursuit is back on, dispatch. Patrol is engaging.
Oh my god, please don't do that.
Okay, ready to work as a team to take this one out. Patrol here and ready to help.
Damn it. I love crash cameras so much. That was totally necessary crash camera, that. No, I'm not going to disagree with that one at all. Playthrough of LA Rush. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. It might have to be like a full one straight video playthrough at some point. Like maybe I play it on stream and we edit it down. That's probably the way I would go about it. Piss, 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 piss. No! Monica!
All units, we have a visual on the group entering University.
Oh, he's on the railway up there. Oh. Oh. No, bro, there's a one right ahead of us. Piss. 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 There's so many! No! You cockwomble! You spawned in front of me, you dirty. Bruh, stop following me. You're not helping the situation.
Hang in there. More units on the way.
I don't think we can keep on this foot for much longer. Wrong racer, and we lost him.
Suspect pulled the disappearing act at University Central.
Find this douchebag.
Can you not? Like, seriously.
Engaging the pursuit.
What the fuck was that? You're gonna fucking kill me.
This asshole's gonna kill someone.
Don't do that.
Suspect last seen entering Douglas Park.
We lost. Shit. Re-engage the suspect. Dispatch, we're getting our ass kicked here. Heavy has been closed down. So, you know what? I'm ending this right now.
Drive repair yet? No. Oh my god. I just want to heal.
Let's start off road. How the hell did we lose that free-racing asshole? Let's make this racer regret
Oh, for God's sake. Oh my fucking god. I am triggered. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to bank my money. I deserve this fucking money. Dude, go fuck yourself. We got Drake in the game, folks.
We're ready to call it a day here, Control.
Keep them in your sights. Reinforcements won't be long.
Find them.
I'm on PC. Can I join? Hot take. You can join. So where the 16 is. Right, I leveled up quite far. Where the 16 is, you should be. Once it drops, you should be able to. Hey, I'm level 69. I want to catch strays. I was talking about earlier. Well, the best case scenario, friends, as well, is that Kendrick drops on stream and we can watch it. Right, let me just quickly leave this party as well, because then more people can join once the lobby opens up a little bit. So, oh, I got friend requests as well. Let's just add some peeps. Yes. Yes. Oh. No. Yes. People will tell you how much brain power this takes. A lot is the answer. Where are we? Yeah, so we've only got 5 levels left. Easy. Right. The repair at a gas station during a gauntlet. Maintain a single drift for 7 seconds during a race. Air for 5 seconds. Draft players in any Ford. So let's do a race. Let's do a race. Let's do an S plus race. Good morning, my friend. Oh, we got gauntlets in S plus, maybe. Do they have any S plus ones? I don't think so. Max my Ford. Ah! No. Let's just do Ford. 7 seconds. Let's just do the weekly challenge in the Ford. So if you guys want to do this, build an S plus car, S plus Ford. And then, because we'll all have the same daily challenges, right? And then draft other players in races in any Ford. So if we just keep like overtaking each other, we can take it in turns drafting. No gauntlets in S plus, what not? Drissy likes to hook up. I mean, from what it looks like, and we know what it looks like, Drake likes to share stuff on the internet. Did you see McLaren finally winning a race? I did not. I don't tend to watch the formula. Let's do this one. Add you back. No, I don't. So not the party. You need to do friend request. If that was you, I know. Party is accidental sometimes. But yeah, McLaren has done well, right? I saw people were quite happy about that, which is pretty cool. If you like the McLarens. We will do a gauntlet after as well, because that's one of the challenges. But the weekly challenges give big money and big XP. Big XP is what I'm after right now. Oh, guys, if you don't have a Ford, there's one in this event. You can just pick an S plus that is Ford, so you can do the daily challenge. Yeah, so just pick the Ford if you if you want to do the challenge. Yeah, I saw. I don't know. You might see in my story. Just a bit weird vibes from the F1 event, though.
Who do you think is winning this heavyweight matchup so far? Also, did you see PlayStation or PS UK tweet about the beef as
Wait,
well?
PlayStation
Much
tweeted
love.
about the beef?
Heart. A little something for your M3, not M3.
Need for Steven, thank you so much. Seriously, that's really appreciated. I did not see that they had done that. So if you fall in and out of Slipstream, that should pretty much do it. I need to look at the PlayStation UK toy. I love that. That's so sick. In and out, slip, in and out, a slip, in and out, a slip, slip, in out, slip, slip, in out, slip. In and out, a slip. Come back! Come back! It's fine, there's multiple races. FC just sent it. Let's go! I told you, easy. I didn't fully upgrade this, did I? But overall, not bad considering I didn't fully upgrade it. It's not bad. Unbound Unite story. I mean, it's gonna be the same. Again, I'm considering doing a few of those videos where I play through the game in one go because I think it's a nice different way to do it. Like you get to watch however much you want, and then you can come back to it. I think it's a nice format. I think beyond the initial Let's Play. What was the other challenge in the Ford? Does anyone remember? I'm just going to stick in the Ford just in case, because I don't remember. Play GT7 really made me appreciate the camera moves that EVC has. GT7's camera needs big love. R34 on Motorfest is meta. I saw that it's like in the top Street Tier 2 cars, which is pretty cool. So, really appreciate the super chat, by the way, towards the M3. Like, seriously. Work will be continuing on that soon. I've got another project. I mentioned it last stream. I don't know how many of you were here. We have got another, not car project, but it's related to car. It will hopefully, depending on if I get a letter this week, we should be getting the ability to get started this week, which means I can post it next week. So it's spicy. It's gonna be good. I love these videos myself. Of all videos I watch, I've mentioned in the past, these are what I watch the most from car YouTubers. So it's gonna be spicy. I'm excited. You'll be excited. It'll be good. You'll love it. I don't want to reveal too much. Watch it. There'll be a car in the thumbnail. When does Unite come to PS5? Probably not. I mean, if it does ever, it will be decades. We'll need likely to be at the point where PlayStation is highly emulated at the same time. So I know PS4 emulation has kind of begun, and you can do some modification of GTA and stuff. I remember when PS3 was at that point, because in GTA, if you play GTA on PS3, people would just spawn in stuff. It was so sick. Your game would just be taken over by this modder, and most of the time it was maybe annoying, but most of them just were like, yeah, let's just spawn in new maps and stuff for other people. Some of them did kill the PS3 because, you know, PS3, but... Drake about to use his sword. Alright, we all know that Drake is packing. He is... There's no denying. Love him or hate him, the man is packing. That ain't no party sausage, I tell you that. God damn. That's a full damn. Can you drive like this IRL? Yeah. Hang on. Like that. I can do that. You listen. You have not seen the video if you're reacting like that. God damn. I think that man must faint. I'm sorry, I stopped. Any chance you check out Drive Club 60 FPS on a modded PS5? I probably won't mod PS5, but I'll likely wait for emulation of PS4, which will probably be the best way to do it. PS4 emulation, if you don't know, is actually underway. They've got 2D games working, like 2.5D games working. I think right now they're just getting started with the 3D games. Bro, Drake could give me some and it would still be big. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Thank you so much for becoming a member of Team Pants. You're a legend. Web Spidey. You have seen that video, of course. Like, there's no denying. God damn. He's got plenty to go around. We could all borrow some. I'm sorry, I'll stop now. No, in terms of the beef though, there's, unless you saw it, you might have seen it a little bit earlier, this should be the whole stream. There's no competition. Kendrick has got it unlocked. There's just a talent disparity. Drake is this. When I listen to Drake, other than some songs, very rarely, when I listen to Drake, I get the same feeling that I get when I hear Taylor Swift. Like, you know YouTube slop content? Drake and Taylor Swift are slop content. They are the daily slop creators of music. Taylor Swift released a 30-song album during her tour. This one during tour, like maybe just before what it ultimately, but pick 30 songs. Drake and Taylor Swift, same person. They're the same person. They've all got a hold on the white folk. Mostly. It seems to be. You know, enjoy what you enjoy. Drake on the well, I'd say it's a mixture, but it's mostly white guys, and then Taylor Swift. she got some white lady cult going on. I'm gonna say Taylor Swift's best songs and Drake's best songs, they are the like poppy fun songs. I don't want to hear who you hate and then like every single song, or your new boyfriend or your new ex, or I just don't care. Exact as literally as Kendrick said, I was saying this beforehand. Hotline Bling might be one of Drake's best songs. It's fun. I like it. It's enjoyable. It's a nice dancey song. It's enjoy. I like it. I don't hate it, and that's where I think he's best. He needs to accept he's a little bit goofy.
Doing this track on Drake.
He's a little bit goofy. Just accept it. Yeah, it works. It works. You don't have good music taste. We found the Drake fan. PSN messages don't tend to check. Do you remember ASAP Rocky? I mean, yes. Hotline Bling kind of trash. I don't like... Okay, please hear me out. I don't enjoy Drake. But Hotline Bling is kind of a bop. It's a different kind of bop, but like... Oh, I didn't try to do the drift one. I guess we could just try it. We can do a drift event. That would probably be a good idea. There's no question though, Drake has fumbled it recently. I've got a few Drake songs on my liked. You might have seen it earlier. There are obviously some classics, but as I say, I think it's just slop. I really do. There's not much love in it. Recent song that I used to use Google Play Music, and then I switched to Spotify, and so my liked songs from Spotify are, sorry, from Google Play are in a different playlist. I think I drift card. Yeah. Piss. That'll do. So I had to re-like some songs, but I liked Fancy. That's a good song, which is by Drake, T.I., Swizz Beats. I like that song. That's a nice Drake song. I like that one. Worse timing than me? Hey! Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit is a good song. Passion Fruit is a good song. That's on my my like chill playlist. Like those late night drives where you just don't really want anything like too hyper. That's where that song. I really just wanted to do the drift in a race thing. Also, does it have to be in a race or could it be in a drift event? It didn't really specify. Six seconds. That's so annoying. And I've been rewatching maybe for the 5th time by this point. Everybody Hates Chris, which again has some absolute bops on there. Love it. It's all like 80s, but it's good. I have not built. This is a drift car, by the way. This is not a drift car. This is supposed to be my Destruction Derby car that I have absolutely fumbled. Maybe they could have waited for the drift update to do these drift challenges. I beg. Corvette for drifting? No updates for heat. That's fine. The Note 9? Yeah, I've seen the design for the Note 9. Pretty good. Ah, piss, man. I think... Or if I just use the rental. Drake Skyscraper. I don't know. This is not mine. This is a rent. You can use a rental if you don't have the car for the event. You see the Gran Turismo movie? Yeah, that was good. I actually really enjoyed that. They did a pretty good job. Oh, that was a 6-second. That could be a pretty good corner to do it, actually. It's a shame chaining drift doesn't count. Bruh, it just locked up. No! Oh, come on, why did it stop? The drifting's just not very good on this game. there's no way to sugarcoat it. If you want to just jump in and start sliding, it's really not very good. Yeah, the payback drifting was great. That's probably my favorite that they've done. Again, it's always the way. It can feel decent, but most of the time it doesn't. It's not very good. To join the race, yeah. So you can't join mid-race, but I have a lobby where you can join. You can join on PSN at Black Panther. Just search it and join. If you're on Xbox or PC, Black Panther M8 on PlayStation, Black Panther on EA. So add me on EA, and you should be able to join. What absolute legend. Welcome to Team Pants. Thank you so much. Bless up, bless up. Oh, that is sick. That's a sick car. I like that a lot. I need more power. This is not going well. I'm never drifting for 7 seconds in an event. And one thing that's bothered me this whole like debate is like music taste is subjective. People don't want to, but there's also like genuine skill in ways people do things, and you can't sit here and say they're terrible, because they're just not. Neither of them are terrible artists, because they wouldn't be as popular as they are. I just prefer sing-songy Drake. I prefer Drake that accepts that he's a little bit fruity. And with Kendrick, I like, for example, like as I say, Mr. Morale. If you missed that, I didn't like that album overall generally because it just didn't cater to what I was looking for. Overall. There tends to be a bit of a pattern with rap. There's an album of songs, and then there's like 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky, like hard songs. It's kind of how I've noticed a pattern. And I loved the hard songs more than anything. And that's why I like Euphoria as a enjoyable song from any of these. How do I... Wait, oh, it's only 5 seconds for one jump. Oh, I think I can do that. I think I can do that. When one might see, I mean, he was literally in the last video I posted. So, I think this week we're posting 2 videos, me and Matthew.
Everyone keeps talking about soundtrack choices in Unbound/Heat versus NWO5. Question is, what kinds of songs would be perfect for NFS? Would breakcore, funk, rally house be a good fit for Need for Speed? What do you think?
Thank you so much to the Juan.
I've got an idea. What about GT7 reviewers?
That's a good idea. I've been asked, a few people have been asking that, so I definitely will do that at some point. I think I need to do it near a big update, and I think they really need a big update. So maybe when they add a new track, that would be a good time to jump on with a stream with viewers. Once again, the music topic of Need for Speed is something that I think Need for Speed themselves has kind of dug themselves into a hole. But I wouldn't say to the extent of the whole franchise. You know how there's people that go, oh, I loved Hot Pursuit, and oh, I love Underground 2, and oh, I love Most Wanted, and oh, I love Pro Street, and I love no one says Shift. But you get my point. It became an everything franchise, and they had to kind of decide what they wanted to be, and so that's when they changed with 2015. They've kept that kind of idea since then for the majority of it. Of course, Payback was a wild turn, but since then they came back and they realigned and they've kind of followed that. The thing with Need for Speed, and this is something that you might notice compared to other games, Need for Speed always tries to do something slightly different, slightly new, a fresh take on something. So love it or hate it, the hip-hop theme of Unbound was kind of needed because they knew they couldn't just do Unheat 2 straight after. You could argue that you would have liked that. I would have liked that. But they've got to provide something new as a way to bring in new people. But also be... the core game is still the same, like, generally. So they try and change up the theme. They try and change up, like, how the events work. The progression system works. Where is the biggest jump in the game, by the way? I would have thought it was this. You are so annoying, you know. Music with Need for Speed hasn't actually been that drastic, like different. The only ones I would say are drastically different is Most Wanted 2012. That's gone horribly wrong. Say Most Wanted 2012 is the only one that's majorly different. You've got... But what Need for Speed has always done, always, is gone with kind of music that's popular at the time in terms of, like, alternative. So, not alternative, but in the early days, rock was seen as, like, ugh, like, the kids all listen to rock. What is that noise? And then it became the rap. Ugh, rap. Who listens to that crap? But Need for Speed is kind of targeted towards the age range where that music genre works for that demographic. And I think the problem is music... The rock people are an issue. It's the nice way to put it. This is not going to be anything like 5 seconds. Ultimately, you can't please everyone. You can't please everyone. And I think they tried to... So with Unbound, there's a lot of world music and a lot of, I want to say, English, American people don't really like when they don't understand the language. There's some... That could be a whole nother topic. But English-speaking people, we are very lazy, and we do not appreciate how many languages and stuff there are out there. Why are you slowing down before jumping? Because if I jump at the top of the jump, I'm going to do it like a little jump. So I need to slow down at the top of the ramp. So there's a lot of... Again, when I've been to different parts of the world, there's a lot of, like, German hip-hop. There's a lot of French hip-hop that I've heard. And I feel they wanted to appreciate hip-hop as the wider thing it's kind of become with this game. And whether that was the right move or not, I don't know. I don't know. But I think there's some really good songs in here. You don't have to understand the words to enjoy a song. I mean, look at what's that stupid Gangnam Style song that was mega popular? No one knows what the hell that man was saying, but people liked it. I don't really like it, but people liked it. I think people are really too hard on this this soundtrack. Exactly. I really like Punya Pap. That's probably my favorite song from this game, Punya Pap, which I believe is Hindi. I think it's Hindi. I'm not Indian. Don't speak Hindi. Whatever. I translated some of the words. I think it's like virtuous sin. It means or something. And yeah, I just really enjoy it. I still don't know half of what the man's saying, but like, it's a bop. But anyway, I think the idea was this era of people generally like hip-hop more than anything. And that's kind of been the way it is for maybe a decade now. And every time, you know, I think there should be more drum and bass. Drum and bass in a racing game works incredibly. I don't know the ins and outs of all the little, like, techno music kind of works for it. But there's some stuff where You know, house music. You know when people go, I listen to house music. I'm like, okay, what? I do the meme of, anything you listen to is house music if you listen to it in the house. You know when you see people go, oh my god, this drop is sick. And it's like, there's nothing there. It's not hard. It doesn't make me feel hype, excited. They build up this drop and there's just, it's like, and you're like, what the what? How am I? So, I think, personally, the racing game genre could have multiple genres. I think they maybe missed the mark of what the vocal people would like to see in the games. I think a lot of people should just turn the music off and listen to what they want to listen to. What needs to happen, though, is there needs to be... This is the number one thing that needs to happen. Radio stations. Radio stations. Radio stations or EA Tracks needs to return. And you need to be able to pick and choose what you want to listen to. All music while racing just needs to be hard. There are a couple of electronic songs that are in this game are really good. More of that. Drum and bass for racing. I don't like drum and bass. I wouldn't say I'm a drum and bass listener. I don't listen to it out of the blue. But for like racing, it works. It works really, really well. But you've got to put it at the right times. There's some songs that are a little bit goofy and stuff, and they've always had that. They've always had like a weird poppy song, and to me, it's always kind of been like, I really want a choice. I do like a mixture of music. Most Wanted rock music is really good, but most of today's rock music is not. It's not as big as it was, and it's not quite what I feel would fit. But that's my opinion. I think there's some music that in the garage, like for example, the garage music is the quieter, like ooh, happy, low, like ready for war music, and then the hard stuff is in racing. That's kind of how I think it should be. Payback's music. I liked Payback music. I think it was fine. I discovered Duckworth from that, not Kendrick. One of my favorite artists now. I think, again, it comes back to, in terms of popularity, and I kind of meme on the rock people on Twitter a little bit for it. As much as like rock is listened to, it is not the teenage / young adult genre of today like it was back in the day. It's nowhere near the height that it was. It's just not. And so to please the majority, you kind of go with what the majority are listening to. They might not even like it, but the majority of people, guys, which is the majority of people that play the game, again, you saw the stream list earlier of like the top artists that are being listened to. It's all hip hop. And even Bad Bunny, which I don't think is he Spanish, I think? Not to say that we can't have any rock, because I do like rock. For example, the Most Wanted soundtrack is amazing. I love it. I think it probably goes the hardest in terms of. Oh, I need to. Can I start an event in time? I think it goes the hardest of all the soundtracks, like overall. But I think people are way too hard on this. Puerto Rican. Okay, thank you. I didn't know. I've not heard him. I didn't like the 2012 soundtrack personally. It did not. Most of the music is not it wasn't super exciting. Is what I'll say. I'll play it safe. It wasn't very race music. It wasn't exciting. The electronic-y stuff was good, I think. That's probably the highlight of most of 2012. 2015 garage music was good. I liked the Payback garage music. That was really good. Metal and bass. That's the problem when you get to the point of, like, there's so many subgenres in those genres that you can't... As someone that wants to listen to more of some of those music sometimes, some of that music sometimes, I can't find the bloody subgenre of what I want to listen to. The problem... but alternatively, that's the issue that rap has right now, is that there's so many different types, so many different feels, that it just doesn't, like Drake and Kendrick, I would say, completely different. Like Drake is just, maybe that's a quality thing. Maybe in that case it's a quality thing, but there's a lot of, for a lack of a better term, a lot of mumble rappers are very popular these days. When you had your, I don't know, they all ended up getting into some drama or dying or something, but there's just a whole emo rap genre. That's, I guess, one of the defined genres. That the problem is it blends in too much to the normal, to the point where you get... It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. So when Kendrick dropped, it's a blessing. But alternatively, I really love Tyler, the Creator. It's probably one of my favorites over... Whoa, what the... Tyler, the Creator is a god. There's also trap music where, yeah, the problem with trap music is nowadays it's very shallow compared to what it used to be. I think probably my favorite trap-esque song would be Red Light, the song for the Heat trailer. A$AP Ferg. That's a good ass song. That fits perfectly.
The issue is monoculture is done and everyone is in their little groups of music and there's too much it. What NFS can do is certain music for certain scenarios like rap for the garage and DNB/Rally House/3 and Honda Civic for races.
The problem is music's really expensive. Music is possibly one of the most expensive things in terms of Need for Speed games. In this game, they had a lot of tracks, which I imagine is because some of the foreign music is probably cheaper because it doesn't hit as many markets. But in that way, they've got a way to introduce it to us. I would say, what I'm going to say is, I generally do not know songs in Need for Speed when I first get into the game. I think I knew maybe one of the songs in this game, maybe two. This is probably the most I've known. Terrible launch. The others were new to my ears. And so my playlist actually goes up. I increase the amount of songs that I like based on a game. I prefer that. I prefer knowing less music, going into the game, and discovering new music that I like. What I don't like is knowing all of the songs. So that's good for Need for Speed at least, because the songs that I don't know are cheaper than the songs that I do know. I discover a lot of music from Need for Speed, a lot. And I think, actually, of the songs that I've added to my liked play, like my main liked playlist. What are you doing? Bro, please. Please, why are you in the way? Ah! Unless he was trying to let me pass. He might have been trying to let me pass. If so, thank you. I think Unbound, of all the soundtracks of recent Need for Speed games, I've added the most songs to my liked playlist. My just general liked playlist. Than any other modern Need for Speed game. I think in Payback I had maybe 3 songs. The Jaden Smith songs. That was peak Jaden Smith. Since then, I don't like him so much. Duckworth was in Payback. He introduced me fully. Like, this artist I kind of knew of, but I never really properly listened to them, or they reintroduced me to years later. So, for example, ASAP Ferg, I never really knew anything about like that whole ASAP thing until he... Like, I've heard of ASAP Rocky, but, you know, I didn't know it was more than one. One of them. 2015 had some pretty good ones. Can't remember any of them exactly. Watch Me. Yeah, Jaden Smith, Watch Me. That was so good. Most One in 2012. No, I don't like Most One in 2012. But yeah, thank you. Thank you very much again. Is it the Juan of Pipi? Is that what I would say? That's pretty cool. But again, it's even debatable as to what people would like where. So I think EA tracks and radio stations in general are probably the best way to go about it. And if you really don't like any of the music, you can turn it off and listen to your Spotify or your Apple Music or your collection of CDs if you really so wish.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks to NFS, I've discovered so many new different songs I would have never tried to search or anything like that, so props to EA.
Yeah. I really
Neil, what
just...
do you think about NFS Shift?
The amount of songs that just take over my life. When a new Need for Speed drops, my playlist of my life becomes Shitting Me, Punya Pap. And it was months. It's months I'm talking about. Like, it's the soundtrack of my life for probably about a year after release. Because I tend to just play the most recent liked songs, and then when I kind of bored of them, I'll put it on like not a shuffle, because Spotify Shuffle doesn't work. Need to see Shift. I would say Need for Speed Shift. The first one really disappointed me. It was kind of just a bit of a shock because it's just not what I was expecting. It's just not what I was expecting. I think they're fine as they are. I think the second one, the second one definitely had the better handling. The first handling was really weird. It wasn't the handling per se. It was more the suspension reaction when you turned. It was so aggressive. It was really odd. So I think Shift 2 is
Have you ever heard Ren? Album is called Sick Boy.
Ren, I have not. I have not. Well, I don't need to make a note, but... Oh, that's your first super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Bless up, bless up. Let me just scroll. Test Drive 2 will come out this year. Test Drive 2. French Montana. I'd never listened to French Montana. It's not my cup of tea. But is he in the game? I think he's in the game, isn't he? I think he's got a song. Oh, brother, link up. And what's always been funny to me is, for those that don't know, for context, Project Cars is birth of Need for Speed Shift. They took the engine and the work. We think, stole it, because technically they weren't supposed to take it. And therefore, Project Cars 1 very closely resembled in terms of physics and stuff Need for Speed Shift 2, you can definitely tell the delayed wobble of cars and stuff. It was a bit odd. And it was possibly, in console terms, a really terrible launch. Probably one of the worst launches on console of a game. Because it just didn't work properly. Without changing some settings and stuff. And it just wasn't. It's not okay. It's not okay. For a console, kind of needs to work and control from the go. The people love Shift 2. Sorry, not Shift 2. Project Cars 2. Are we really sucking this bad, guys? Come on. What the frick?
All units, patrol is on the scene. We'll have to wrap up soon.
Do we know how to near miss? Come on, guys, near miss. So that means nearly, closely missing, near miss. Oh my God, we're gonna fail.
To assist in the takedown of the 2440.
Please, thank you. To the point where I actually put Project Cars 3 above on our tier list, above 1 and 2, and people were not happy. But it's more. Project Cars 3 is actually Shift 3. So that's why I like it more. It felt more. It's a better game. Project Cars 3 is a better game, and I will never disagree. Never agree otherwise. But it's the same way that Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 should not have been called Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. So I get it. I get it. It's the same thing. Yeah, the MotoFest streamer mode's good. To the point, I actually haven't heard the official soundtrack of the game, and I kind of forgot. They used Epidemic sounds, so the streamer mode's pretty good. That's what I use for my music. I'm using it right now, Epidemic.
Do not let this son of a bitch escape.
Please turn the cop chatter off. What? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, so yeah. Then EA rebought Slightly Mad Studios and then binned them off again.
What the hell is this racer doing?
They just wanted Codemasters. They didn't want Slightly Mad Studios. They had old beef with them.
You really didn't think that would work, did you?
2 weeks till the new update on this game. Thank you for the super chats and members this stream, by the way. This is probably the most successful stream in a while, which is awesome. It's mega helpful coming up to what I was mentioning before, the secret project that won't be a secret, hopefully next week. If the bank give me a letter that I am waiting for. It's the most money, the most cash I've ever spent at once. And I bought a Skyline. Nobody does it like EA killing off devs for no reason. I disagree, actually. There is worse. The worst is... what are they called? God damn it. The publisher of... Embracer Group. Embracer Group. They are the worst. They bought tons and tons of studios, including the Gearbox that make Borderlands. They bought the Saints Row studio. They bought up a bunch of like THQ, old THQ IPs. Basically, they went crazy with spending. They became technically the biggest publisher that exists. On the idea that they were going to be loaned some money from a big Saudi benefactor. I don't know. And that fell through. They didn't give the money, and then they'd already purchased the studios, and so then they closed and destroyed most of the studios that they had bought. They were actually going to close Gearbox Games. Can you, like, I don't care, you know, what you think about Borderlands. Borderlands is a big IP. It's big. And they were going to just shut the studio? What the... It really should be illegal to do that level of insanity. Insanity. Crazy. I didn't really like Borderlands 3. But nonetheless, I don't think that was released under 2K games, which was which I think, this is funny, 2K owned Gearbox, sold it to Embracer, and then Gearbox was for sale again, and Take-Two bought it, which owns 2K. The industry is so stupid, man. Though I wonder if they got it for a discount from what they sold it for, because that would be kind of hilarious. That would be pretty hilarious. It's cool. It's really cool that you can like super chats now. That's really cool. Yeah, Volition is dead. Volition is dead. Which is really unfortunate, because I'm gonna hold by it. I think Saints Row was actually a really fun game. If you hadn't played it, I understand completely. The image of it looked really off-putting, but I promise you, it's like...
What's your thoughts on Frank Ocean? Obviously, he's close with Tyler, given they're both ex-Odd Future and they have a few songs together.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. I would place the new Saints Row in terms of gameplay. When you actually play the game, in terms of story and everything, it is between Saints Row 2 and 3, and that's where I place it. 3 was okay. It's definitely better than 3, and it's kind of sad that they, you know, got closed instead of going, oh damn, people didn't really want that way. Let's double down back on the gang stuff even more, because that side of it, which there was a side of it, worked really well. And they played some really cool music on some missions, and I don't know, good memories playing through that game. Definitely in co-op, even incredible, like, I'd say incredible as a co-op game, like to just smash through. Me and Matthew, I think we've smashed through it, and I played probably 100 hours of Saints Row, the new one, as it came out. Like, it was fun. It was fun. So in terms of Frank Ocean, cool. I like Frank Ocean, I really do. I'm much more Tyler. I still love Odd Future. I still listen to like so much Odd Future. Odd Future ends up in my Tyler playlist, so there's a lot there. But yeah, we like some Frank Ocean. Literally just played an hour ago. It's fun, man, and it's super cheap on sale now. So I would recommend picking it up if you can, you know. If you can buy it on PC, so you can play it for... Oh my god, I'm in the bed of it. If you can buy it on PC, do that, because then if you don't like it, you can do a refund. And PlayStation refunds are garbage. And I don't know what Microsoft's are like, actually. But definitely check it out. If it comes to like a Game Pass or something, give it a go. Especially with a friend. Especially with a friend. Then again, don't give any money to Embracer. Don't give any money to that franchise when the publisher doesn't exist anymore. FA6 is probably this year. The Xbox event is next month. The Xbox E3 event. Oh, it's while drifting. I hate this so much. Can we get rid of the while drifting?
Alright, everybody. Interceptor is here.
But yeah, FH6 is likely to be announced at E3 and come out this year, like September, October, November. Likely, based on recent games, November. Based on older games, September. Yeah, still got to play for. Yeah. Alright, that's a good idea, to chase the big one. God damn it! Yeah, the biggest issue is gamers are really reactive these days because they've got more of a voice than ever, which is fine. I get it, like as you should be in the situations like Helldivers and stuff where they kind of screw people over.
Suspect vanished in Jefferson.
But man, Saints Row is I know it's like, oh, it's 2 copies GTA too much. It's a GTA clone. I don't care. I love GTA clones. I love open world action games like that. There's very few of them because they're so insanely expensive to make. We've lost Watch Dogs. We've lost Saints Row. GTA is the only one remaining, and that is sad because Rockstar needs some damn competition. If you don't agree with that, there's something wrong with you. Because goddamn, have you seen those microtransactions? Rockstar needs some competition. Not to say that Saints Row was competition recently, but back in the day, like at the time GTA 4 came out and Saints Row 2 came out, very different experiences. I actually think, in terms of co-op and multiplayer experiences, I actually preferred Saints Row 2 over GTA 4 in that regard. In terms of everything else, the story and depth and feel, GTA 4 was no question. But I love co-op games. Co-op is my favorite thing. Cooperative play. Do you think the Helldivers 2 drama is going to impact potential Sony PC releases? My hope is that they... Oh. Are you okay? My hope is that they are smart and they realize that it's actually not to do with the game itself and the PSN thing. They went the wrong way about it. They went the complete wrong way about it. But the problem is, they're going to see it as... They're going to see it as that, you know? They're going to see it as, oh, people don't want that at all. But we do. Like, that I quite like the feature. But I didn't agree with the forcing of it. But also, more importantly, you can't sign up in certain countries. PSN isn't allowed in certain countries. You have to break terms of service to sign up to PSN in certain countries. That's really stupid. Really idiotic. It really makes me think. Do they not sell PlayStations in those places? Is it harder to get PlayStations in those places? Why are they completely not selling PlayStations or allowing you to sign up for PSN in those countries? It's just really stupid. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't even know you could link the account, but I would have personally. But what they should have done, I think it's all agreed. Everyone thinks they should have made it optional, kept it optional, and made it so that those that don't need it, sorry, that can't use it, don't have to use it, and then you get an extra skin if you link the account. I'm of course gonna do that, especially say Gran Turismo. When that comes out, you're probably gonna need it. But they need to make that clear from go if that's the case, because that game is always online and requires PSN. I get why they did it, because they wanted control over like banning people and stuff, because modders, griefers, you need control over that. Otherwise you're relying on Valve and stuff. It's not really fair to ban people like that on Steam. Yeah, there's a whole thing. I think the intent was good, just insane oversight that I can't comprehend. I can't understand it. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you want less people to buy your game? Isn't that idiotic? It makes no sense. They need to open PSN up to worldwide. It doesn't matter where you're from, you should be able to have an account. Maybe if it changes the rules on buying stuff, like you can't buy PSN stuff in Russia right now, fine, whatever. But you can set that when you allow them to register. It's just kind of dumb. I don't get it. It makes no sense. Ah! Oh yeah, can I leave the party? Yeah. Ah! Level 72. We're very close, actually. Very close. So, I think we'll do a couple more races then. I think we'll just jump into mindlessly racing. Yes, I did see the new Skoda Vision GT. Yeah, I didn't Saints Row 2 is still my favorite. I didn't like Saints Row 3 as much. I played through it, but then I stopped. I didn't buy any more beyond that. It's disappointing. It's disappointing that the series is gone. I like it a lot. I hope Borderlands does a better job this time as well. But the problem is, I don't know if I could point out what Borderlands did wrong, because I went hard on Borderlands 1 and 2. I like those games a lot. Motorfest picture contest? Yeah. So I'm going to be announcing winners after stream. Well, give me a few hours, but... GR86 in Need for Speed? It's not going to happen. Maybe the BRZ. That would no, I would say I don't really want that as a priority. I was going to say I would like to have that, but like there are much more cars that I would prefer. Story sucks so bad. I disagree. I think it was really enjoyable. Not really enjoyable. Again, overstatement. It was enjoyable. Saints Row has always been goofy. I do wish they went more gang route, but they had that element to it, and I ended up liking the characters more than I thought, and the gameplay was really fun, enjoyable. I liked leveling up stuff. I liked buying new guns. I liked some of the missions were really cool, like the timing of some of the songs and stuff they use. Art. It was good. I liked it. I ain't used this thing in so long. I think people are too hard and stuff, because if I am honest, I think Helldivers is severely overrated. I think it's kind of average, but maybe below average. People are gonna hate me for saying that. It's okay. It's fine. I think it's carried by playing in groups of friends. I think I would much rather I would rather have like a Ratchet and Clank or a Resistance multiplayer game like the Arena Ratchet and Clank would have been so sick for something similar. Like they could have done that, but they just more controversial opinions. It's just not that I don't know. I guess I'm just not that interested in like unlocking new guns. And that's it. It's a very simple game. There's no denying. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a very simple game. There's not a huge... There's not a large amount to it. If I was... I would never play it alone. It is not a game I would play alone. That's just... It's just not it. And it gets very, very repetitive. But, because it wasn't full price, it was like, oh yeah, why not? Everyone else is buying it, so I'll buy it. It's more enjoyable than the new COD game that, that came out. Gameplay loop isn't engaging. Yeah, it's not... Did you play Heat again? Of course. It's very undemocratic of you. yeah, I've played a bit of Helldivers. I've not looked through all the submissions yet. Just kind of saw them as they came in. I didn't plan to buy Helldivers. Just a friend. I did the Steam trial, and I was like, it's fun. Like, if everyone's playing it, all my friends are playing it, I'm kind of interested. The TDU price leak. So I'm planning to do content on this, but the general idea, the game's not full price. Peer pressure. I do want to try the first Helldivers. I didn't try that. That was a Vita game, and I've been really tempted to jump on the Vita again recently. I just love the PlayStation Vita. I really wish it had more first party, but there's like so many spin-off PSP games that I haven't played on. I just love that era of gaming. It was much cheaper to make games, and so they just spammed them out. About a year of development would get you a solid game. It's just not possible anymore. That's one thing I really hope. In games, that's what... I don't know how long Helldivers took, to be honest. But I think we need more small games. Sony went crazy with making everything The Last of Us, as has done this generation. We don't need massive... Everything doesn't need to be huge. I liked Spider-Man, but 300 million on Spider-Man 2? What? You spent 300 million? That's like GTA 5 money. How the hell did it cost that much to make? That's insane. Something's got to change. I miss creative Sony. I miss the era of Sony creating so many different IPs that there was something for everyone. And if not, if it sold like 2-3 million copies, they made like 3 more. And you're like, feed me, Sony. Feed me. Sony is best when they are fighting an uphill battle. Bro, why did you do that? Losing Sony is best Sony. It's much harder to be... I know what you mean. It's much harder, it's more expensive to make games. We know this. But then make a cheaper game? I mean, Helldivers is a great example of why you should make a cheaper game. Pal World is a great reason why you should make a cheaper game. You can make cheaper games, super creative. They don't have to be mega polished.
Do you think NFS should add special specific kits to cars such as Conjo kit for the Civic, Boso for the Datsun, and Rally for the Audi Quattro S1?
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Thank you very much for the super chat again. You're a legend. But one of my favorite of all time PS3 games is Fat Princess. Ho! What a game! Fat Princess is impeccable. What a game. I love that so much, and it only cost... I think the game cost £15, £20 when it came out, and I had hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of fun. Impeccable. And there was a Ratchet and Clank game. I can't remember which one it was, but it was on PS3, and it wasn't full price. It was like 30 quid for the game, 29, 25 pounds, 24 pounds, something like that. And it was maybe a 5-hour game, and you're like, that was fun. Stray, recent years, Stray, oh my goodness, what a game. Essentially what I'm saying is, we need more cheaper games, because you're more likely to take a risk on a cheaper game. Right? You're more likely to go, yeah, let me give it a go. Give it a go. I bought Stray twice. I got it on PlayStation, and I was like, oh, Steam sale. Buy it again. Smaller games. Gimme. Which in terms of car games, that means we need non-licensed car game. Like Burnout. Oh! Burnout. I think Burnout could go back to being a small game again. I really think it could. Closed track. Unlicensed cars. Most expensive thing, music. But yeah, those are my favorite games. I don't mostly play racing games. I play everything. My favorite Xbox IP right now, Sea of Thieves. All time, Fable. Fable is Microsoft's best IP. And I really hope Playground show it at this event. Surely, they've got to bring out Fable now. This is getting ridiculous. Favorite PlayStation IP? Ratchet & Clank. Resistance. Killzone. Infamous. Jak and Daxter. Fat Princess, obviously. Gran Turismo, obviously. Oh, piss! Favorite Nintendo games is Pokemon. I like Pokemon. I haven't played the new one for a while, to be fair. I was hoping they were doing a gold and silver remake. What else? Super Mario Sunshine is the best Mario game. Double Dash, Mario Kart, best Mario Kart. Time Splitters. Oh! New Resistance. Do you know what I was really thinking of, though? If you play Helldivers, how awesome would it be to get a Resistance / Killzone skin? I would play the game more. I'm not even lying. I would play the game more if you give me a Hellgas suit, or we went onto a planet where we were taking out the Chimera. How sick would that be? Even if it was just like a temporary thing, I would play it more. Have I played any Souls games? No. I haven't tried Sly Cooper. I think I tried it, but I don't think I've like played it. Hollow Knight. No, not heard of that one. Stray the cat game. Yep. You should buy an RS6. You got RS6 money? Yo! I would buy an RS6. But I have a Panamera and I prefer it. The only reason I have one of those vehicles is for like towing. It does everything, but the interior of the Porsche, so much better. So much better. Than Audi. It has to be, obviously. Kind of the point. But then the exterior of the RS6, I prefer it. The towability of the Porsche does 100 kg more. So genuinely why I picked it. I was going to get I was considering the previous generation RS6 because that would have been cheap compared to the Panamera, but I ended up with the Porsche because it tows more. I don't think I'd be able to tow my Skyline if I didn't have that 100 kg extra. It's just there. It's in the mark zone. Oh wait, I'll do burnouts. I'll just do burnouts. What the hell? I've been streaming a couple times a week. Wait, there's a new Top Gear coming out? Oh, there's burnouts, not donuts. Talking about dead IPs. Infinity Blade. Another one I haven't really tried. What's the license plate? It says PPP. It says PPP. Top Gear Australia. Oh, I've never watched any of them than the UK one. So you need to amount. So there's 2 weeks left of this season. So next 2 weeks from today, there will be an update. I think it's from today. Well, tomorrow. 2 weeks tomorrow, there will be an update. And that's going to be the Need for Speed Underground themed update. So there's going to be drag racing, drifting. That's what we know. 2 new cars at least. 1 free, 1 paid. And I think that's what we know so far. Rockstar makes the best games. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. Can you get the RS6 in game without a pass? So you need the pass right now. In 2 weeks, you'll be able to buy the RS6 itself. The RS6 will cost $5. I think it's $5, or is it $6? Is it $4.99 or $5.99? I can't remember. Did not need any DLC for this title. So, for those that don't know, the reason that we're getting 2 years of DLC content and updates for this game is because what DLC needs to fund. They do not have a team. They have been reduced to a team much smaller than normal. Most studios are racing game studios, like let's say Forza and the crew. I think it's like, God, hundreds of people. And then Need for Speed was always, I think from Criterion we last knew, it was about 100 people that worked on Unbound. They'd have less than that now. A lot less. Most are on Battlefield. So they're taking an extra year, and to see what players want, they're dropping stuff in the game and seeing how people react.
Have you ever played Test Drive? Brotherhood of Speed for the PS2. It's a frustrating good game for the time. The soundtrack was surprisingly good.
Thank you so much for the super. I've never played it, actually. So this next year is them testing things, seeing how things work, and of course to fund the development of that, that's where the DLC comes in. That's where the paid DLC comes in. So you're funding the free updates, basically, like with the paid side of it. You don't have to buy the paid side of it. They're making the DLC a little bit cheaper if you want to do it later. You can buy just the car. But it's the way they've got to do it. And they don't have a team big enough to build a new game right now. Which is kind of sad. But the idea is, the better it performs long term, this game, the more budget they'll be allocated for the next game when they start building the next game. Which we want them to have as much budget as possible. I want them to have a big budget. Because this team has been incredibly efficient considering how small they are. I don't understand how the updates are going to be better. I mean, have been so far. Even just the first one has been better than the whole year. The first year of updates for this game. I don't get it. DLC keeps the game alive. So you pay the developer. Yeah, exactly. So you're paying to say that you want more of this. So in that way, I'm kind of happy to support. It's in the mark zone. Oh my god, I flipped him over. And again, the whole idea with the Kaizen thing, they're putting things in the game to see what people think, and then they can build upon it if people like it. If they don't like it, they haven't spent 2-3 years making a new game, and then people have gone, I don't like it. Just like they did with Unbound. They're testing the waters first, you know? Which is a really smart thing to do, considering. Are you joined? Basically, you need to wait for someone to leave. Unfortunately, the lobbies are only 16 players, so you can see in the top right, the 16. We're getting a new Need for Speed game. We do not have a time frame for a new Need for Speed game. There was gonna be one this year, as per the schedule, but that's no longer the case because the rest of the team, for those that don't know, got moved to Battlefield. So that's why they only have a reduced size team right now. So their idea was they could either try their absolute best to get this game finished and released that they weren't really sure on, or to fully like dedicate another year to this game and then build on this game in the future. You get the idea. So I think they made the best of a shitty situation. The best option was these people are really passionate, you know. They want to stick around on Need for Speed. They could have gone to Battlefield probably as well. But they care enough to be like, yeah, we need to stick with it. And that's why I really appreciate those guys so much. Like, they're the only reason this franchise still exists right now. So, yeah, we love them. We love them. Passion. Passion is the driving force. Played World? Yeah, I played World. Why is beef in the style? The because I did quite a bit of mentioning of the Drake and Kendrick beef, basically.
Suspect is dead there. Well, AWD engaging. Undercover going after that suspect vehicle.
Dead. Hello, Christy. Excited for Volume 9? Yeah, that's the question mark volume. Is that the question mark volume? Yeah, I think it's 9. The idea is they're going to build upon and upon and upon and upon until we get what's at the end. And the first one is the Underground Dragon Drift update. Bro, what the heck? Any more games include 2 things I love most: customization and good track racing. Similar to Forza and GT. No big IPs. Those are probably the big IPs, Forza and Gran Turismo. I think Gran Turismo probably does it best right now. Probably. It definitely does it best right now.
Interceptor has joined the chase.
The cop was under the ground. Did you see that? Ah! Yeah, it comes out in 2 weeks. Is it ignorant for me to be surprised you guys care about rap in the UK? So, here's another hot take. I hate grime music. I hate it. I can't stand it. It always feels like... Okay, I don't want to say always. But it often feels like we are culturally appropriating American culture. Culture here is different. And they try and put this persona that we grew up in the trenches, competent. Oh my god, you might get shot, like America. Yeah, people have guns. Yeah. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. But, oh yeah, but you didn't grow up in a rough area, mate. It's not the roughest area. It's Grimsby. It was an absolute dump, but it's one of the most deprived areas that I grew up in. And I tell you, they're all just. It was just chavs. It's completely different. It's completely different. Skinheads, hooligans, football hooligans. That's Britain, and and it just doesn't feel right whenever. So I've always liked American rap music a lot more. Not to say I don't like any rap music. I really like Idris. Idris is probably Idris in terms of movies and music carries the UK. Idris is incredible. We love Idris. Other than that, Dizzy Rascal. I like a bit of Dizzy Rascal. Dizzy Rascal's good. You know, he's not as big as he was, but Dizzy Rascal, you know, he's unique. And that's kind of what we need. We need to stop trying to pretend being something we're not. I like, you know, just be what we is. No, this is not the new volume. This is the current one, and it's got 2 weeks left on the current volume. So that's why I'm just trying to like level up quickly.
Do we can do better, asshole. We're here to help. Just tell us how.
Bruh. Why you like so many games on racing like Gran Turismo? Wait, why do you like so many games on racing? I like racing. I don't know. I cannot play one game forever. None of us can. If I primaried one game, then I would probably do impeccably view-wise, like view for video, because you would know what to expect on the channel. It's how it works. If I played mostly Forza, you would know what to expect, and I would grow a bigger audience probably by just playing Forza. But I cannot play the same game over and 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 over without having a break. So that's why I play everything.
Hold the firemen after them. They still get away.
West Coast hip hop in Atlanta. Some of my favorites: Kendrick,
Take this one down.
Tyler. I'd say Tyler's probably my favorite. Like, I love Tyler. Kendrick is the best. Of course, I'm always NWA, Eazy-E, always. West Coast rappers are probably my favorite overall. And then Run the Jewels is awesome. Killer Mike. I love Pharrell, Nerd. Again, I just say I don't tend to listen to Pharrell's solo music. Tend to listen to, you know, the Nerd era Pharrell. Logic. I listen to some Logic. It's not someone I search out for. I love old Slim Shady. I love Slim Shady. I'll say that. There was a time when I really got into J. Cole. Provide a Nerdy Classic? Yes. That's what I don't understand as well. Some people play the same thing for years without getting burned out. I burn out super quickly. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare to the COD 4. World at War is when I properly got into it. Black Ops. No. Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops. And that's where I stopped religiously playing COD. So it took me three games to be burnt out from COD. And I've dipped back in since then, but I don't tend to like... I bought the newest one because the lads were like, oh, we're going to play it. Mate, we played it like 3 times. I'm done with COD for a while. Speaking of car videos, more will be coming because, as I said, this week something big should be happening. And I'll probably do... Okay, I can't reveal anything, but because it's not 100% official yet, you'll see something's happening, some bigness. I like Need for Speed a lot. I like my customization. First time being in a stream, appreciate it. If you have your own modern Need for Speed tier list, what would it be? Heat would probably be my top. Unbound maybe second. No. 2015 and Unbound. Payback. I guess the run would be high. I don't know. It depends what you mean by yeah. What's better making money? Speedless or link ups? I think link ups are probably easier money, but playlists is more. Playlists, if you win, would probably make you more money in less time because you don't have to wait for the next one. Appreciate everyone new here. Thank you. You're talking about the crew as the big thing. No. No, this is a personal, like, it's related to real car content. Hello, if you're American, you'd be the J. Cole stan aesthetic. Oh, thank you. Boosted events for sure. Link up some more money. Playlists. Far more fun. I'm the opposite. The right beam is not shining as much as the other. Okay, I'll have a look. Yes, that's, as you were mentioning, 4 hours. I'm now coming to an end. I'm going to go eat something. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I will be back, likely, on the next Monday. I'll probably do another stream later in the week. We'll see. But when the update comes out, you already know. I'm going to do a lot of streams. I'm probably going to stick to racing games. GTA Online is straight and playable because of the PvP. I love GTA, though. It's so good. You can't leave. Well, look. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I hope Kendrick drops. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, my friends. Bless up. Thank you. Thank you so much. What am I eating? I don't know yet. Oh, chili. That's not Adam. Oh, by the way, use my Turtle Beach link. I'd appreciate that. Link in the description. Thank you. Goodbye.